Hi everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome to the next episode of Supernatural and the first episode of 2021. The last episode was called... What was the last episode that I watched? I only watched it recently. Croatoan. Hunted. The last episode was Hunted. And it was good, because I really enjoyed Catherine Isabel. I liked that it focused again on the storyline with Sam and the psychic people. And there's some good twists and turns along the way. So at the ending, when Catherine Isabel... It looked like she's been kidnapped, but the husband had died. Did she kill him, run away? Did the demon kill him and kidnap her? It's still kind of up in the air. But it did have Gordon in it, and I don't like Gordon at all. So, you know, swings and roundabouts. This episode is called Playthings. I don't know what that means. Maybe it could be a comedy episode, because it sounds like more of a fun title. Or maybe it could be based on children again. Do you know how it was like the children with the clown friend thing? Maybe it could be like children make friends with like a ghost, like I said last time. I said that in Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things. I think that's where I'm getting similarities in the titles, maybe. Not that they're similar, that's what I'm talking about. Playthings, I don't know. So I guess let's just jump into the reaction. If you enjoyed this reaction, please let me know down below what you thought of it. Subscribe to my channel for future Supernatural reactions. And if you want to support me on Patreon, you'll get full length reactions to this episode and every episode for Supernatural and The 100 and every movie that I post in 2021, as well as hopefully more stuff as my channel grows. The link is down below.
Boxes are at the end of the hall. Need any help?
Oh, no, ma'am. I got it.
So the clothes in like, is that in? Ooh, I like these two.
He's gonna take our toys?
Only the ones you don't play with anymore.
Is that,
It's not like you don't have enough already.
Son of
is that
Son
thingy?
of a bitch.
Watch your mouth.
Yeah, it's
First.
she's
Watch your mouth too, Meg.
Renee from 24. Is she called Renee? She's from 24, and she's also in, oh, Creepy Dolls. She was in something else I watched recently. I can't remember what now.
Good night, Tabitha.
Oh god. There's something inherently creepy about dolls' houses for me. I don't know why, because they're just little houses. I don't like the shot. Oh, so he was at the bottom of the stairs like the dollhouse. Oh. Interesting.
Tyler.
That's kind of cool. Not that he died, but just the fact that it's so similar, oh god, to how the doll was moved.
No one's heard anything about Ava. She's just in the thin air, you know.
My guess is that the demons got her,
What about you?
but why?
Oh,
We still have yet to find out. Why her and nobody else?
Ellen did have one thing. A hotel in Cornwall, Connecticut. 2 freak accidents in the past 3 weeks.
Yeah, what's that have to do with Ava?
Old school haunted houses, you know? Fog, secret passageways, sissy British accents.
Hey,
Might even run into Fred and Daphne while we're inside.
I did like Dean for that comment. That's sissy British accents. Not that I have like a tough accent, but
Hey, wait a sec. You see this pattern here? That's a quincunx. It's a 5-spot.
quincunx.
Nice spot.
Yeah.
She's for
Spell?
spell work, isn't it?
Hey,
Right. Yeah, you fill this in with bloodweed, you got a powerful charm to ward off enemies.
Yeah, except I don't see any bloodweed.
is it going to be like some supernatural twist where that the woman who seemed, who's ringing the ambulance, whatever, is behind it? Because they normally get someone who's briefly innocent and make them evil. It's either a woman or one of these two.
Sorry about that.
No problem.
Let me guess. You guys are here antiquing?
How'd you know?
Well, you just look the type. So, king-size bed?
What? No. No, no. We're 2 singles. We're just brothers.
I'm saying
Oh.
nothing.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
See, they don't look like brothers though, do they?
Type.
So I can't blame them for
You
thinking
know,
Let me guess. Antiquers? You're not gonna cheap out on me, are you, boy?
I will just say, from a British person, we don't tip very often. It's just not in our culture to tip everybody all the time for everything. So I always have to laugh in movies when you see them like
That's normal.
I'm like, excuse you, if I want to tip you, I'll tip you.
Why the hell
Don't
wouldn't
put your
you
hand out
say
to
it?
me.
We've
But it's
been
just a
doing
culture thing,
business
isn't it?
this long.
Like in America, you're expected to tip everywhere.
Of course, the most troubling question is, why do these people assume we're gay?
Oh, you're kind of butch. Probably think you're overcompensating.
Right.
We'll brush past that comment.
Are those antique dolls? Because this one here, he's got a major doll collection back home, don't you? Huh?
Big time.
Big time. Yeah. You think he could come in? Well, we could come in and take a look.
I don't know.
Please. Please. I mean, he loves them. He's not going to tell you this, but he's always dressing them up in these little tiny outfits, and I mean, you'd make his day. She would, huh? Huh?
It's true. The hotel?
Yeah, that's right. Exact replica, custom built.
Creepy.
His head got twisted around.
Mommy,
Is that one of the kids?
Maggie's being mean.
Tyler, tell her I said to be nice, okay?
Hey, Tyler. I see you broke your doll. You want me to fix it?
I didn't break it. I found it like that.
Oh, well, maybe Maggie did it.
No, neither of us did it. Grandma would get mad if we broke them.
This is really creepy. I like it. What is going on? Is he gonna hang himself? So he started taking that tie off. I thought,
You're bossy. You're short.
is he drunk?
Are you drunk?
Yeah. So? I should have found a way to save him.
Or was this an Ava thing?
I should have saved Ava, too.
Yeah, well, you can't save everyone. Even you said that.
No, Dean, you don't understand, all right? The more people I save, the more I can change.
Change what?
My destiny, Dean.
All right, time for bed. Come on, Sasquatch.
It's not the right time, so have this breakdown after you've finished the case.
No. You have to watch out for me. Dean, Dad told you to do it. You have to.
Yeah, well, Dad's an ass.
Oh,
You never should have said anything. I mean, you don't do that. You don't lay that kind of crap on your kids.
No.
it's weird, like the flip. Yeah, the flip from Dean saying that Dad's wrong and Sam's like, you have to do what he says.
You have to promise me.
Interesting. And I think he would kill Sam if it got to the point where Sam was like killing people, leading to like the end of the world or whatever. I don't know what the plan is, but I don't think he would hesitate. Well, he would really hesitate, but then do it. I mean, I say that now, and in a couple of seasons' time, something crazy can happen, or like 6 seasons' time, whatever, and I'll prove myself wrong. But right now, that would be my mindset: is that if push came to shove and it was to like save the world, he probably would kill Sam. I would hope. Sounds really weird, but
Rose?
okay, so she's alive.
Hi, Mrs. Thompson. We're not here to...
We've not got a
It's
psycho
okay.
situation in our hands.
Rose?
You know she could be faking.
Yeah, what do you want to do? Poke her with a stick? Dude, you're not gonna poke her with a stick.
What the hell? What are you doing in here? I want you out of my hotel in 2 minutes or I'm calling the cops.
Fair play. Don't blame her. They're just two random guys that just broke into her mother's room. Do not blame her for kicking them out. They're not the most subtle people though, are they? Like, most of us would make sure that she was out of the house or away before doing that.
Have you started packing yet?
No,
Why not?
I don't want to move.
Yes, I know, but we have to.
But Maggie says we're not allowed to move. Yeah?
Tyler,
I've seen
enough.
Maggie on...
Maggie is imaginary. You're too old to have an imaginary friend, and I am done pretending.
I don't like her.
Well, I didn't see that come in. But yeah, Maggie, she looks really familiar as an actress. I feel like I've seen her in other stuff, but I have to look it up, but I'll probably forget like I always do. But yeah, I didn't see that twist come in. That was cool. Mm. No, don't kill her. Don't kill Anya Wershik. Don't just stand there. Get out. Move. Run. Do something. Sam to the rescue.
You
Just
okay?
think if I step in front of a car, Jared Padalecki will run safely.
Go, come
Probably not.
on. So what if Rose was working hoodoo, but not to hurt anyone, to protect them?
She was using the 5-spot urns to ward off the spirit.
Right, until she had a stroke and she couldn't anymore.
I don't believe this.
Listen, your daughters, everyone.
I only have one daughter.
One?
I thought Tyler had a sister named Maggie.
Maggie's imaginary.
That is a great little twist, though. I wouldn't have seen that come in. Just because they always talk about Tyler and Maggie, Tyler and Maggie, Tyler and Maggie. And we've always seen them together since the start.
She's going to stay here with me. And you can't
Oh.
stop me.
Poor lady.
There's nothing you can do about it.
My mom had a sister named Margaret. She barely spoke about her.
Did Margaret happen to die here when she was a kid?
She drowned in the pool.
So it's the mum's sister who's haunting the house to keep them there, or just to get revenge.
I don't like it up here. I'm scared.
It's okay. All you have to do is jump.
That's dark. Oh my god.
But it won't hurt. I promise.
It will.
And then we can be together.
It'll hurt for quite a while,
Forever.
and then it'll stop
And no one
hurting.
will bother us.
But it'll hurt for a bit. Oh, come on, it's only glass, guys. You can break it. Oh, poor kid.
It will all be over soon.
Oh no. Sam. Oof. When he's being like the action hero, I enjoy it. Every part of me enjoys it. You're not gonna do CPR or anything? Try and get the water out of her lungs. Oh. Never mind then.
Thank God.
Mommy.
Yeah, baby, I'm here.
Yes. If you did. I'd let them go.
What?
I don't get it. Did Maggie just stop?
Seems like it.
Well, where the hell did she
I have
go?
to admit, when Sam's wet, he looks very attractive. There's a crew joke in there somewhere. I'm not gonna go there.
I guess whatever's going on must be over.
Famous last words. Is there gonna be like a supernatural twist?
You two take care of yourselves, all right?
Another one on top of the fact that it was an imaginary friend, which is probably the first twist in a while that I've not guessed. Maybe. I didn't guess the guy in Croton was a demon though.
Could have hooked up some milk action there, bud. Serious, I think she liked you.
Yeah, that's all she needs. You know what I mean?
You were wasted.
But you weren't. And you promised.
Hopefully it won't come to that. I imagine they're going to get to a point where the topic of Sam needs to die now will come up, and that they'll think about it and maybe find a way around it. That's my guess so far. Because Dean will do everything in his power not to have to kill Sam. Okay, here we go.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15,
Okay.
16.
So if I'm interpreting this right, she chose to die to stay there as a young girl spirit. It's like the sisters are together. I think I'm interpreting that correctly. I don't like that doll, that's the worst one of the lot. Okay, that was Playthings, Season 2, Episode 11 of Season 2 of Supernatural. That was quite a good Monster of the Week episode. I feel like I wanted a Monster of the Week episode. It's been a while. It's only been like 3 episodes since we had one, but I think just for the last 2, even though Croatoan didn't seem like seem like mythology till the end, it was nice to have like something that wasn't really related. It did touch on the fact that Sam wants Dean to kill him if things go wrong, like the dad said. And I'll touch on that briefly. It was interesting, like I said, to see that from every episode in season 1 at least, Sam was like, why is following Dad's orders without question? Why are we doing this? Why are we doing that? Dad's not always right. Let's like think for ourselves. and Dean was just following John without question. So to see it there where Dean was the one that said, Dad's an ass, we don't need to listen to him, we don't need to follow his orders, he shouldn't have done what he did, which telling him what just as he's about to die is harsh. You can't deny that. That is harsh. Just be like, kill Sam if you need to. Bye. About to die. I mean, I know he didn't tell Dean he was about to die, but he just died straight after. So, and you can kind of put the pieces together that he knew he was going to die. So it is a bit harsh. But it's interesting to see the juxtaposition of the two and the reverse roles of the fact that Sam's now saying follow John and that Dean's not. Whether it comes up in this season, whether that situation arises, I don't know. It feels like it might do because they're focusing so much on the Yellow Eye story that it feels like by the end of the season we're going to have some more progression on that. Maybe some sort of climax, but I don't know whether this storyline lasts like a few seasons and it just kind of builds up over the next couple of seasons. I don't know. We'll have to wait to see. I guess in terms of like the main storyline, there's not a lot to talk about in terms of like things to digest and discuss and interpret. It was a fairly straightforward story. There was this house. People were dying in this house. It looked like there was a curse. It turns out the voodoo was used to try and keep a little ghost away. The ghost was killing people. And then the ghost wanted to kill the girl so that she would stay and play with her forever. Come play with us, Danny. That kind of thing. Yes, there was a lot of Shining references in this episode, which I quite liked. It's one of my favourite films. Even though when I did my Q&A, I completely forgot to mention The Shining. It is one of my favourite films. It's definitely my top 5 at least. Yeah, the girl was creepy. It was a great twist that I didn't see coming, that she was imaginary, because, like I say, she was always in the shot with the girl all along. And also, she was always mentioned. It was always... I've already forgotten the names, damn. Maggie and Tyler. They were always like, Tyler, tell Maggie to stop, or when Tyler came in the room. It wasn't me, it was Maggie. You know, straight away, they were just talked about like they were together all the time. So, there was never like the separation. Like, if they just talk about Tyler all the time, I'd be like, but there's another girl, have you never spoke about her? They did all the time. So it's hard to guess that she was an imaginary friend. But that was cool. That was a nice little twist. And I want to know what the actress is from. I've definitely seen her in other things. I feel like she's quite a famous child actress, but I may be wrong there, because I'm usually quite wrong. I don't know what else to talk about really about this one, because it was just so straightforward, but it was good. I thought it was creepy. The dollhouse was creepy. The dolls were creepy. And I like the fact that people were dying at the same time that the dolls were being moved around. I didn't think that was like really necessary to the story, because if it turned out that it would have been like a voodoo style thing where, let's say Tyler moved a doll and threw it down some stairs, and then someone in the house died the same way, I think I would have enjoyed that a little bit more. So the dolls moving was kind of just a creepy image, but it wasn't really necessary to the story. But overall, it was good. It was a shame on the old lady that she had a stroke, and I feel like that's not a life. She's not just sitting. People who are like in a vegetative state or who can't move, can't talk, can't look around or anything. I feel like that's not a life, and it's a shame for her. But she then had to give up her life to let everyone else live, and now they both live together as ghosts in this house. And it's always one of those things, like I said at the end, in horror films and haunted house films, whatever, that I think about. That's all well and good, but if that property goes away, where do the ghosts go? Do they just haunt that area of the earth? Or do they go if the property goes? Maybe let me know down below if you know a lot about ghost lore. I mean, I don't believe in ghosts, so to me it's all made up anyway. But if you are a believer and there is ghost lore about if you are haunting a property, or if a ghost is haunting a property and the property gets demolished, what happens to the spirit? Let me know down below. But overall, I'd say the episode was good. It was a solid Monster of the Week episode. It wasn't the best episode of the season. It's probably not going to be in like my top 5, 10. Obviously, it depends on the rest of the season. It was good. It was enjoyable. Not the most memorable episode, and that makes it sound like I didn't enjoy it. I actually really enjoyed it, but it was just kind of just a basic Monster of the Week story, if that makes sense. It wasn't like really super memorable like The Benders was, or Everybody Loves the Clown, that kind of thing. So let me know what you think down below. Let me know if you enjoyed the episode. And if you're on Patreon, let me know if you enjoyed the full reaction. If you're not on Patreon and you do want to watch the full reactions for this one and every episode coming in the future, I'll put the link in the description box down below if you want to support me. If you do support me, it genuinely does mean the world. I love you guys, and I always take suggestions for future stuff when I get more time in the future to start new shows and do extra things like that. Thanks for watching, guys, and hope you are staying safe. And as always, my name is Scott. I hope you're well. staying safe, as I just said, and taking care of yourselves, and having a nice start to 2021. Let me know down below what you thought. Subscribe if you enjoyed the reaction, and I'll see you all next week for the next episode of Supernatural. Take care, guys.